When people talk about corporations moving into financial services, the image is almost always the same: massive tech companies partnering with powerful Wall Street banks. But one of the smartest banking pivots in modern retail didn't come out of Silicon Valley. It's sitting in your makeup bag. Every time you buy a gift card, load money into a store app, or collect loyalty points you never redeem, you're participating in one of the biggest financial loopholes in the world. Behind the polished branding and lifestyle marketing, beauty and retail empires have discovered something extraordinary. They can hold billions of dollars in customer value long before delivering a product. Today, we're stepping inside the hidden banks. The story of how beauty and lifestyle brands quietly operate like unregulated financial institutions, using your unused balances, dormant rewards, and prepaid spending to fuel massive global expansion. Because the truth is, you're not just shopping, you're lending. Most people have never heard of one of the most powerful concepts in modern business: the float. The float is simple. It's money customers place into a system that sits untouched for days, weeks, sometimes even months. The company holds the cash the entire time, even though it technically still belongs to the customer. Take Starbucks. Reports have shown the company holding more than $1 billion in customer funds through its app and prepaid balances at any given moment, more deposits than some mid-sized banks. But while coffee chains helped popularize the model, beauty and lifestyle brands quietly evolved it into something far more powerful. They're no longer just selling lipstick, skincare, or wellness products. Behind the scenes, they've built parallel balance sheets, invisible, lightly regulated financial ecosystems living inside your phone. And the most fascinating part, customers willingly fund them. So how do these brands transform loyal shoppers into zero-interest lenders? The answer comes down to three mechanisms: the psychology, the float, and the hidden goldmine known as breakage. Why do brands push apps, digital wallets, reload bonuses, and reward points so aggressively? Because they understand something deeply important about human psychology. The moment real cash is converted into store credit, points, stars, tokens, or app balance, your brain starts to treat that money differently. It no longer feels like spending. It feels like playing. That's the trick. The psychological pain that normally comes with handing over real money begins to fade. Instead of thinking, I just spent $50, your brain starts thinking, I only used points. And once that mental shift happens, spending behavior changes fast. People buy more than they planned, upgrade their orders, return more frequently, and justify impulse purchases they normally would avoid because the real cost becomes blurred behind rewards and incentives. A small reload bonus, an extra 200 points for spending over a certain amount, a notification saying you're just one purchase away from a reward, or a limited time perk that expires tonight all create the same effect. None of this feels like traditional spending anymore. It feels like progress, like winning. That's what makes these systems so powerful. The brand is no longer just selling coffee, clothes, food, or products. They're building a private currency ecosystem designed to keep you inside their world for as long as possible. Every time you preload money into an app or leave unused balance sitting in an account, something important happens behind the scenes. The company gets access to cash before they even deliver the product. When millions of customers do this at scale, it creates an enormous pool of prepaid money flowing into corporate accounts every single day, essentially an interest-free loan from customers to corporations. But the money is only one layer of the system. The real goldmine is the data. Every reload, every tap, every late night purchase, every skipped week, and every reward redemption feeds an algorithm studying your habits with incredible precision. They learn when you spend, how often you spend, what triggers you to come back, and which offers make you react emotionally. They're no longer just tracking customer behavior. Now, let's zoom in on something even more powerful: the float. Think this: you load $100 onto a beauty store app because there's a bonus offer waiting for you. Maybe they promise extra rewards points, early access to a sale, or a small discount if you preload the balance today. So you do it, but then life happens. You don't spend the money right away. 3 weeks pass before you finally make a purchase, and even then, you only spend $40. The remaining $60 just sits there quietly inside the app. Technically, that money still belongs to you. On paper, it's considered your asset and the company's liability. But in reality, While that balance is sitting untouched, the company gets to use it like working capital. That's the float. And at scale, the float becomes incredibly powerful. Millions of customers leave unused balances sitting inside apps, gift cards, and reward accounts every single day. Small amounts individually, massive amounts collectively. To the company, that pool of money behaves almost like a giant zero-interest loan handed over by customers voluntarily. You're not earning interest on it. You're not investing it. You're simply waiting to spend it later. Meanwhile, the company can move that cash through interest-bearing accounts, operational budgets, expansion projects, marketing campaigns, or new store development. The money keeps working for them long before they deliver the final product to you. And here's the strange irony hiding underneath all of this. Many customers believe they're outsmarting the system. They think they're being financially clever by chasing rewards, stacking coupons, or loading balances during promotions. But in the process, they're helping finance the very company they're trying to save money against. That's the hidden bank. Every forgotten balance, every unused gift card, every leftover dollar sitting in an app becomes a quiet contribution to someone else's growing financial machine. Now let's talk about the darkest corner of this entire system, breakage. Breakage is the industry term for gift cards and digital balances that are never redeemed. Money that simply disappears into the background of people's lives. You lose the card, you switch apps, you move apartments, you forget the password. Weeks turn into months, months turn into years, and eventually the brand waits out the expiration policy until, legally, that money no longer counts as a liability. It becomes pure profit. And this is the part that feels almost unbelievable. 100% margin, zero production cost, zero shipping, zero inventory, just money you already gave them that they no longer have to pay back. Analysts estimate that breakage can make up a meaningful portion of profits for some brands, not because they sold more products, but because people forgot to come back and claim what was already theirs. You're not just losing a random $10 bill under the couch cushions. You're unintentionally giving a billion-dollar corporation an interest-free loan that quietly turns into free revenue if you never return for it. And the system is designed to make that easy. Tiny print, complicated expiration rules, digital-only balances that feel less like real money and more like invisible pixels sitting inside an app somewhere. Psychologically, it doesn't feel the same as losing physical cash, so people stop tracking it. That's the genius of the system. You don't feel like you're losing money. You feel like you're supporting a brand you like you're part of a loyalty ecosystem. But underneath all the branding and convenience, you're handing corporations risk-free capital and calling it customer loyalty, AM. As the music softens, here's the final twist most people never see coming. When you load money onto a brand's app or buy a gift card, you think you're acting like a customer. But financially, something stranger is happening. You become an unsecured creditor. Without realizing it, you're giving a multi-billion-dollar corporation a zero-interest loan. They hold your cash. You earn nothing on it. There's no collateral, no protection, no upside for you. And in exchange, they hand back points, tiny rewards, and carefully engineered perks designed to feel generous, while your money quietly helps finance their entire ecosystem. Once you see it, it becomes impossible to ignore. So do something for me right now. Pause the video, open your phone. Look through the apps silently holding your money, coffee chains, beauty retailers, grocery delivery platforms, subscription wallets, digital gift cards, then add it up. How much money is sitting inside those systems right now? How much have you loaned out for free? Drop that number in the comments. Because the moment people realize how much cash has been collectively parked inside corporate ecosystems without a second thought, the illusion starts to crack. And this is only the beginning. Because while retail brands quietly learned how to behave like unregulated banks, another group of companies has been transforming a completely different industry behind the scenes: real estate. If you want to understand how modern wellness empires are secretly turning themselves into landlords, click the video on screen next. You came here expecting a story about beauty brands, but you're leaving with a lesson about finance. And the most unsettling part of all, the bank was never on Wall Street. It was sitting in your phone the entire time.